y'all, it's Kaylin Yara. If you are a new subscriber or a new viewer, like, comment, and subscribe before the video even starts. Well, don't comment nothing, but comment as the video goes on. But how are y'all today? I feel like I was supposed to do like a postpartum check-in a while ago, and I didn't do it because I guess like this is the announcement. Yeah, so announcement. I'm officially entering the 2 under 2 era in about 3 months, I want to say. So yeah, life is definitely shifting, changing, and I feel like too, I'm gonna be honest and very transparent in this video, because one thing, I'm 24 years old, and I think too, like I'm 24, I graduated last year. Yeah, I graduated last year, and I feel like one thing we don't like, and I had a child also last year, and just a lot of things, I feel like on the internet it's not transparent, but people, it's either like the transparency is so negative or it's like overly like positive, not overly positive, but unrealistic, you know? So yeah, when I mean that, I mean like, example, right? I'm a new graduate, so finding a job, and then I'm pregnant, so I had a job after I graduated, and I had to essentially quit because going back to work, like after giving birth, their schedule that they wanted, 46 hours a week, I can't do that anymore. Like I did it before giving birth, of course, because you know, whatever, but like now I have a child, so like 46 hours is kind of crazy, and there's no way for me to do any type of remote work. There's no way to maybe bump it down because this is their standard, which is understandable because it is a company. Like that is what it is. I can't sit here and get mad because I want to work less than 46 hours, but their standard, and when I got hired, I knew 46 hours was kind of like where we was ranging at. So like just to struggle with that, and then trying to find another job, and then not finding another job, which is like emotional and a lot within that. So then like struggling for a year of like me and my partner just trying to like get it together, and it's not, you know, it's not easy because we don't come from a rich household, and like that's not the reality of it. But having a lot of help and a lot of village, let me say that I definitely did, and I'm so grateful for that because I don't know where or how we survived without it. And then also being a new mom, I'm 24, so I guess we're in 2024. That would be characterized as like young mom, somewhat. Yes and no. Like I feel like no, but I also feel like yes. So not a teen mom, but still a younger mom. So going through that is like a lot. And my infant, he is amazing. But we also have to remember, like, being a mom, not the easiest thing. Kids will try it no matter the age. Kind of got like messed up, but kids will try it no matter the age, and it's still a bliss. But also being a new mom, it's a process, you know, like of getting into it, and then when you are into it, kind of stepping back out into the world of, okay, like, yeah, you're a mom, but you also are a person, so you kind of got to get yourself together and, you know, figure out life as an individual, as a woman, as a mom, like that whole process. And it's glamorized on social media from people who either have it so well, or it's not like positively spoken about. It's like it's so negative, and it's like I can't really side with the negative because I just don't think that's, no, like being a mom is a blessing, but it does have its hardships, so I can understand. But just, it's so much negativity around it. But then it's also, when people talk about it overly positive, it's like you're not telling the realistic part of, because you're telling people, yeah, have kids, but you have responsibility, and it's more than just have a child, you know what I mean? So, and even like, especially if it's not planned and you're not financially where you want to be, career-wise where you want to be, even though that could change at any time, even if you do have a child, but y'all know what I mean, okay? Y'all know what I mean. But so with that, and then just overall, like, being in a relationship, and I moved to a new like state, so just that whole process, it's a lot. Sorry y'all, this video is gonna be kind of choppy because I am like currently driving Uber, so it's like I'm recording it, I'm stopping, whatever. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I moved to a different state, and then just like the stress of life, like, it's a lot. I live in America, y'all. Like, everything is fucking expensive. To eat, to sleep, okay, to have a roof over your head, like, everything is just expensive. And unless you decide to like get like welfare and stuff like that, which I'm not necessarily eligible for because I do live with my child's father, like, I have a boyfriend, like, it's not like I'm single mom all the way, like, I wouldn't even say at all. I'm not like a single mom, but so it's just the different, and then certain things, like, because if you do get certain housing and things like that, if I do get a job that like pays really well, then all that gets cut off. So it's like, it might be a temporary fix, but it's not really going to fix anything, because then I'll have to cover the cost of that I couldn't originally cover. It's just not, this don't make sense, okay? Let's be honest. If you're trying to make an honest living, actually work, have children, and actually be in a relationship, that is not easy. All right. So yeah, like, just the struggle of everything. And I feel like mentally too, I'm going through postpartum, but also I'm pregnant, so now I'm going through pregnancy emotions and postpartum, however that work, don't know, but it's going, y'all, it's going. So just the process of all of it, it's a lot. And it's weird because it's like, I'm gonna say for me personally, because everybody's journey is different, I can definitely say that, because even with this pregnancy, I wasn't I'm not gonna say I wasn't happy, that's not what I'm saying. I'm going to say, because I feel like it wasn't or isn't the right time, because I'm just getting back to like regular life. It's difficult. It was difficult to accept. Does that sound better? And I don't want to get emotional, but yeah, it's difficult. Cause like me, I want to be able to provide a level for like myself. Like, I'm not, yeah. And I graduated. I did my 4 years in I would call it the pen. I did my 4 years. So like, I actually wanted to use my degree, but like, use it for what I have it for. Because even the job that I had after graduation necessarily wasn't even relative fully to my degree. Yeah, and it isn't something that I even saw myself doing long term, to be completely honest. I'm gonna be like, you know, when you're about to graduate and it's like the highest paying, the best seems like the best opportunity growth wise. It wasn't, but seems like, that's why I'm gonna just say seems like. It was a good company, good benefits, but I'm just gonna say it wasn't the best opportunity wise, because even based on how you get to like, you know, promotion and stuff, I'm gonna just say, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's like 50-50, because you do have opportunity for growth, but the growth that you get is like, I don't really know if there's a growth or if it's just more, I don't want to say slavery, more because it's more responsibility and it's more money, but it seems like the level of responsibility that's being up to the amount of money that you're getting. Sorry, my chapstick, I guess, like, turned white. But the amount of responsibility that you get, like, at my level, and versus how much you get, and to me seemed relative. Like, you know, when you level up, the amount of responsibility that you get versus how much you make, to me, did not seem relative. Like, it didn't add up, like, at all. Like, you working, like, they would work, what? The managers were coming at like 5 a.m. until like 6. Yeah, you said so, like 6. But the pay just didn't seem, and the responsibility wise, like what they have to do, if you want to be a good manager. Because for me, if I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm not about to sit here and BS. It just didn't seem like relative. Like, it didn't. I'm gonna be completely transparent. It didn't, or they didn't seem to get, like, be on the same level of, like, this is what it should be, compensation wise, or responsibility wise too. Because even the responsibility was like, y'all doing too much. Like, it's not, no. So, and then the, like, not disrespect, but the pressure, that's what I'm gonna say. Because I don't feel like it was disrespect. I feel like the pressure from the higher ups wasn't worth it. As a manager, it's not worth it. Like, how they do it, it just isn't worth it. So that was one thing that concerned me heavily, like with the job that I did have before like giving birth. And then the situation that happened after, it's like they wanted me to come be back to 40 hours. My son wasn't even 3 months yet. So, like, no. Like, if we would have did like it's like he's hitting 3 months. No, he wasn't even 3 months yet. He was a month and a half. And that's when they sent me the letter saying, you know, you have to basically, by the time he's 3 months, I would be 40 hours. It's like, you got to basically just come back. I just don't feel like that was good. Like, that's not, and it's bad because I feel like financially I was not in a place to say that. But it's also like, I have a newborn and I don't have the proper resources yet to just throw him out into the world. You know what I mean? So I just definitely didn't feel comfortable with that, like, at all. So, like, that was a struggle. We might as well get into that. Yeah, how I said, that was like a struggle for me. Like, just returning back to work too early because it hadn't even been a month and a half yet, and y'all telling me I need to come back. I'm not doing it. So I wound up doing that, and then, you know, kind of just being home. I've been looking for a job. It's like weird because I've come like this close, y'all, every single time, and it was like, you did so amazing, but we decided to hire somebody internally. Like, y'all don't understand how many jobs. I promise you, at least 5. Because I ask, for me, when I don't get it, no salt on the wound, a little bit of salt, but no salt on the wound. But, like, I'll ask, like, you know, what could I have done better? Like, what was the, you know, the main factor? And I literally would be like very transparent and say, we decided to go with somebody internally. So then why are y'all interviewing externally? But okay, all right, so y'all decided to go with somebody internally, fine, whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, I got that so many freaking times. It was just like, that is like exhausting. It's wearing. It's like, that will tear a person up, because it's like, it's just exhausting. Keep hearing that. And then what I've been doing is I've also been like taking learning SQL and doing everything with that. Once I found out I was pregnant, I did kind of slow down on that, but I'm slowly getting back into it and like 100% diving in. But yeah, so that's like the current. And then once I found out I was pregnant, it's like, all right, so I'm about to go back to work, or like I'm preparing to go back to work, but how long am I going to be there for? What, by the time these companies call you back, a month, 2 months, and then I'll be giving birth. But this time, because I'm a lot more confident as a mom, I do feel like I am willing to go back to work at like exactly 3 months. Like, after the exact 3 month period, I'm okay to go back to work. Or if there's a situation where I'm able to have like my child not in daycare necessarily, so like a hybrid schedule, like not in daycare 24/7 type of thing, you know. So if I'm able to do that too, I'll go back at 2 months if I'm able to do hybrid. But if it's not hybrid, then I'm willing to go back right at 3 months, because I know like a lot of things now too, precaution wise, of what I can do to kind of make sure that everything, so I know what to do, like precaution wise, make sure everything is good. So I'm a lot more confident, I feel like, in that aspect, and I'm ready, I'm willing. My son, he'll be, what, by the time like he goes to daycare, he'll be a year, so it's not like, or he'll be like 8-9 months, so it's not too, it's like, it is what it is. It's more, now I feel more equipped and I'm ready and I'm more comfortable, I could say, to do like the whole daycare early thing and be in the process of and me understanding as a mom, like, what I have to do, what I need to do. I know now what to do. Especially, like, when it comes to sick, making sure the kids are, like, equipped with everything. So, I feel like now I'm in a better space. But it's still, like, what the fuck? Okay. It's still, like, what the fuck? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend. It's still, like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, 202 is crazy. And it's just, I guess, the card itself was dealt. But, yeah. Not again. Not 202. So, yeah, just the stress of that. And then even being pregnant with an infant sometimes becomes a lot. And not necessarily because, like, the baby is a lot. I want to say because, like, that's bad. I don't know. I'm like 6.5, almost 7 months. And, you know, I'm carrying very small, but it's still, like, a lot on my body. So, to the point of me, like, having to get up all the time and, like, make sure, like, okay, I don't want to just sit in the house all day. I still have an infant. He can't, like, he can crawl around and stuff. And that's good for babies, but they still need to be, like, in the open air. They need to be outside. They need to do stuff. So I still have to, even when I don't feel like it, like, mentally or, like, physically, like, actually physically, I don't feel like it at all. I still have to, sorry, y'all, because it's a lot. Because I feel guilty sometimes, but it's also, like, I'm trying, you know? But to, like, have to get up, like, when you're genuinely, like, just exhausted, and, like, get up, take him out, do stuff, like, both his grandmoms have pools, so, like, him going, when I don't feel like being around anybody, I just want to be in bed, but going to, like, the pool, or, like, every day we'll go on a walk, but getting up to go to the park to go on a walk, it's just, like, sometimes it's exhausting and it's draining, but I guess I enjoy it because it keeps me active. I can say that, like, sorry, y'all. Whew. I'm not, like, it's pregnancy, but having to get up and, like, go to the park and, like, do stuff and, like, be more, I feel like this video is gonna be very, like, a mess, and y'all gonna be like, what the fuck, Kay? But look, it is what it is. I'm being honest. I'm just driving. We're having car conversations. So yeah, like, being able to do that and, like, really maneuver it's a lot in the aspect of, like, really getting yourself equipped mentally, I feel like, because sometimes it's not even physical, especially when you're pregnant. Sometimes it's not necessarily physical, but it's just, like, mental and emotional, like, you just don't want to do anything. And because my, like, son is so young, I have to. He can't speak, like, I got a baby that can't talk yet. So you kind of have to be more on it to understand, because of the fact of he can't talk. So I know what he needs and what he wants at every fucking moment. But just, you have to be on it to understand that and, like, be active. Yeah. And having a boy too, he is very active, and, like, I don't want him just crawling around the house all day. Like, I want him sometimes to be outside and, like, actually get some air, and not even sometimes, I want it to be, like, more of an everyday thing. So yeah, and then still be able to, like, example, I Uber sometimes and stuff like that, so to make, like, side money and, like, money in general, it's a lot. And you still got bills, you still got, look, student loans. Biden ain't do what he was supposed to be doing, okay? But still having all that credit card debt, because I mean, I don't really have, like, too much credit card debt, but, like, just still, you still have stuff that you want to pay for. And then having a new child, I'm not having a baby shower, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, mentally, I just don't feel like it. Like, I feel like, yes, because it's crazy, I use everything for baby shower still, like, from my first baby shower to this day, and this is 9 months later, but still, like, I don't be beat. Like, I'm just not, I think because of the circumstances of this pregnancy, it's a little bit different, and I'm just not, like, I'm getting things not collectively, like in small bulks, and then just put it collectively together and use it the time that I need it. But I just don't feel like the whole hoopla of an event. I said hoopla, yeah, that's how you know. Like, I just don't feel like all that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like the planning. I don't feel like any of that, and I don't even feel like asking somebody to plan it. I just don't. Y'all, look. So it's kind of been like that, but yeah. And I feel like I found out very late, so it's also that. So I'm just like, everything is just like, it is what it is. And yeah, like, I'm in a season where I'm not trying to put too much on myself, because like, there's a lot going on, and a lot of women go through a lot and like break at points like this. So like, and I'm not saying me, I will, because I don't really feel like I will, but I don't want to put myself in position to, if that makes sense. I feel like it made sense, but I feel like it was also not clear. So yeah, I guess I'm just at that stage of like doing everything that causes the least amount of stress to me. Like, still handling my responsibilities, pause, still making sure everything gets done, but in the most least stressful way. So if that means like not doing it the way other people want me to do it, then I'm sorry, but like, in this specific season, I can't. I just cannot. And that's just how it's been. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I do feel like, y'all know, I'm not gonna say y'all know, but I'm gonna tell you, during pregnancy, and this is me, I'm only speaking from my personal experience too, because I feel like too, some people have it very different. Like how I talked about, maybe like feeling like a little bit of shame of like, you know, I don't have my life together, but I'm on my second child at 24. Like, some people don't feel like that. And let me say something, that's completely okay. And I feel like too, the reason I probably feel like a little bit of shame is because of society, not necessarily anything that I'm doing wrong, if that makes sense, but more society of how it looks, which you can't really focus on how it looks, because that's not reality of always what it is. So that's one thing I do want to say. Like, definitely don't focus on how it looks. That's like, I had to get myself into that, like, not focusing on how anything looks, focus on what it is, and then going from there. But yeah, how I said, like, not focusing on how things look, but kind of how they are. And then I even like thought about it, like, in saying that, right, how things aren't the ending is not the ending situation. Like, I believe in God, and I believe that God can make any situation turn for how it's supposed to and how he wants it in his will, and that could be a very good positive. So just understanding that and knowing that, like, I don't know, I think about, yeah, it's not the ideal time, and I want to get myself together and get some things finalized, but also maybe it is the time, you know. So at least my son don't have a best friend. So it is what it is. And also too, I feel like one thing I should say is, like, I'm 24, and I know I'm not the only one that feels like this, because we live in a society now where everybody is so, like, I don't know, there's like a new trend called like anti having kids and stuff, which to each his own. I do not tell nobody, yeah, you should have, like, if you feel like you don't want to, or you feel like because you know your personality of being like selfish and you don't want to share or have that responsibility, then I do commend you on not doing it, because don't bring a child into this world if you're not even willing at all to like shift your focus or shift your mentality of it's not all about me. You know what I mean? But for me, that's not the case. Like, ew, that was nasty. But for me, that's not really the case. Like, I'm okay with having a child and having responsibility. I do wish it got my career together first and finances and stuff, okay? But I didn't, and well, I don't. But I still am going to, and I'm still actively doing it now. So it's like, it kind of is what it is, and I'm not too focused on the right now. Like, let me rephrase that, because I'm heavily focused on it right now. But I'm saying, like, I'm not too stuck. Let me say that I'm not too stuck on it right now, because I do believe that God has the final ending, and I believe that I am going to be amazing. Whatever I achieve is going to be amazing. What I go for in my career is going to be amazing. And just me doing YouTube and kind of like talking, and I don't know, I honestly am using this as like a diary, but also just to connect with some other people who might feel the same way, because I feel like when you're this age and you have children and stuff like that, because of social media and just society and the American society and the way things are like shifting and stuff like that, it's so much negativity on being a younger mom. Or it's this unrealistic thing of, oh my goodness, I have a baby, I can have a baby doll to just dress up. I can just dress, like, oh, I have a baby doll to dress up, take places, but I'm not really teaching, I'm not really instilling. It's not the responsibility of, okay, am I teaching my child about me? I believe in God 100%, but a faith. I'm just gonna say a faith because I don't want to disrespect nobody, but I'm gonna say God. Okay, teaching your child about God, certain principles, having them be a good person. Okay, their character, morality. Like, just because people out here selling their body don't mean you gotta be doing that, baby. Like, no. But and being able to like provide certain things. So like, just that balance, I feel like, is what I kind of want to gear more toward. Because, and then even with that, like, that sounds like a lot, but there are some positives of that, and not even some, there are a lot of positives of that. And children are a blessing, regardless of how they got here. Let me say this, the children are a blessing regardless of how they got here, regardless of the situation that may have occurred and how things happen and the timing of it. But they are truly a blessing. And just to have that mindset also, because it's like so weird. I feel like we're definitely in a state of like emergency, because it's so weird. It's like so many positives of, I'm just gonna dress this baby up, but that's not what you have a child for. And then, or if when I'm done doing that, if I'm just gonna dispose of the child, like, that's not, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you have the other side of people who's like, I'm never having a child because I don't want to share that responsibility, and I don't want to have to spend my money on anybody else other than me, and like all this extra stuff. And it's like, okay, relax. I can understand you saying you don't have a child right now because you know you want to travel, have fun, do, look, go ahead, do that, okay? But just the whole like being selfish, okay, to an extent, but I feel like we're allowing the selfishness to start to get to a point of like, I only care about myself. Take children off the table. I only care about myself. I only should be caring, like, I only care about myself. I'm the only one that matters. My issues are the only issues in the world. Everything is about me, me, me. It's like, yes, your life is you. You create your own narrative. The things that happen to you are your life. But everything in this world is not about you. Everything in this lifetime is not about you. Okay? Sometimes things happen in your life for you. Might not be positive, always positive, but sometimes they do happen for you to teach you a lesson or something like that. And even when that happens, like, the world is not over. It's not. Like, you got people at 24 talking about my life is over. Baby, we just started. Good or bad, we just fucking started. Okay? So being able to like come down to that too has been a really big realization. And I think too, I'm in a season of faith, because yeah, look, life is life, and I just gotta have faith that this is not the final ending. And then also faith that, look, God has been with me he brought me this far. He ain't gonna leave me there. He done brought me this far. And when I say far, so just keeping like that faith and understanding that, how I talked about like the shame thing, like, life is gonna happen. I don't know, like, I feel like at the beginning it was like more, what, like, oh, I really just don't want to like hear what people gotta say. But then now it's just like, who gives a fuck? Like, girl, they not raising these fucking kids. And look, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but it was like, what do you do if the whole village is retarded? Like, y'all be dumb too. Yeah. So, I I mean, I feel like that's just like where I'm at right now. And comment down, let me know where y'all are at, because I feel like too, I am not the only one going through, and I feel like my situation is a lot more fortunate than other people's, because there's people out here who are really like single moms, like really struggling, and I give my heart out to them. And I'm this too, like this whole single mom bashing thing is just like not really feeling it. Some people do call themselves being in a situation where they are a single mom, 100%, and a lot of times we don't vet, you know, who you with and stuff like that. So that accountability, yes, but bashing people because they sitting here, they taking care of their responsibility, and the other person not, like, come on, just let's dead it, it's over, like, whatever. How about giving them support? Okay, if you see that they don't have the other parent, how about giving them support in, you know, the areas where the child might be lacking, you know? But a lot of people don't think about that, so it is what it is. But thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. The next video will probably be, I don't know, but it will relate to my pregnancy, so just like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I'm gonna become more of like a mommy vlogger now, and it's like weird, but I mean, I'm being honest, I'm being transparent, and I want to create more of a community, you know what I mean? Because we're definitely like a weird space, so like a community where people who, like mothers who are, I'm not gonna say average, because everybody to me is like, even celebrities, like they're average people. Their lifestyle may not be average, but they're still an average person. But I don't know, just like a regular mom community, a regular, like, genuine, transparent mom community. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the end of the video. The video is a little bit of everywhere because I was driving, and I'm still driving Uber, and I didn't want to put passengers in it, so I kind of had to just like keep stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping and going. So yeah, I look a little crazy, but let me know what part of the video resonated with you. The big announcement. Thank y'all for watching. And yeah, if you're a returning subscriber, come back again to the next video. And if you're not subscribed yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just let me know how y'all day was, okay? And that's it. We out.